I'm going to show you one of the ways that I use those potatoes I was telling you about that I pre-cook. Like I said, I have been pre-cooking potatoes and just dicing them up. Of course, these are a little mushy now because we are on Friday. I cooked these on Tuesday, so that's 3 days later. Still safe, still good. And one of the ways that I use the potatoes is doing this for lunch. Now, usually I have not been adding meat to this, but I'm going to today. So I'm going to start off with sauteing some onion in a skillet. And next I'm going to take, this is what we had for supper last night. We had some leftover smoked sausage, we had macaroni and cheese, and green beans. Somebody has gotten first dibs on the mac and cheese, so they're going to have that in just a bit. I'm going to dice up some of the smoked sausage, or cut it up. That was left over. There should be plenty. Catching the cutting board on fire. How about that for some entertainment? There should be plenty. Okay. Now, I'm looking for a special spatula, of which I do not see. I'll use this one, although I don't like to use it in this non-stick pan. So, I brown the onion, or not brown it, but I sort of just cook it until it's cooked through and softened, of which it's about right there. Now I'm going to take some potatoes, and I will probably just go ahead and use the rest of these because it's not enough to make potato salad or mashed potatoes or anything. So I'm going to dump those in. And some of the green beans from last night. Or all of the green beans from last night. Right? And then the diced sausage, of which I slice on the burning cutting board, or cutting that. Alright. Now, like I said, one of the children's going to be eating the mac and cheese, but what we have here are a few pieces of sausage. I have some sausage left over in the refrigerator, probably a half a pound's worth, so this is probably 3/4 to a full pound of sausage. I would say 3/4 of a pound. I'm going to cut this up and make the sausage pasta dish that's on the Big Family Homestead I told you about before. That will probably be for tomorrow night. because we haven't had pasta since last weekend, so it's been a while. So this will all be ate, all of the leftovers, and all of the potatoes that I used this week. Now, another thing I do is, and I'll grab that real quick, let me stir this again. This is what I actually store. I make the rice in a rice cooker, and I put it in an ice cream bucket, and it makes literally almost a whole gallon of rice. So far, and we have probably 2/3 of it left. I have done a pot roast, and we had 2 good meals with the pot roast. And so I would say maybe half to 2/3 of this is left. So what I'm going to do is tonight we're having chicken fajitas. That's in the fridge too. It's still thawing. I'm going to either put that in the crock pot. It's 10 after 12, or I'm going to do it in the oven. I'm thinking the crock pot, or maybe even the pressure cooker. Chicken fajita mix. It has the chicken and bell pepper and onion. And I'm about to show you what I'm going to do with it. But what I'm going to do is cook that. Oh, it has some Italian dressing in it as well. Mix it with our rice here. And we can, or I could serve it over the rice. And we'll use the rest of this. Or we could mix the rice in with it and have it in tortillas. And I could serve some pintos on the side as well. Now, something I like to put on this, and it makes it. It's fajita seasoning. You can get this at Walmart. I know in the smaller containers by the same brand, or in various grocery stores they sell this, either at IGA or Bilo probably. But it is very good. You can use this on all kinds of things. You're going to do grilled chicken, baked chicken, whatever. It's good with that. It's good with pork. Obviously fajitas. And it's good over things like this too. So I'm going to sprinkle this on. Now all of this has pretty much been seasoned with salt, so I'm not going to add any salt. I will add some garlic powder by the same brand, and some chili powder, and by the same brand, some cumin. Just stir it up, and that's pretty much it. Now, this is what we're having for lunch today. A few people are having some ravioli, but for the most part, this is it. So this is one way that you can use your potatoes. And this could be for lunch or supper, whatever. Breakfast if you want it to. Anyway, so I thought I'd share. Talk with you later. Bye.